So somebody asked this question: does visiting someone and spending a day count as cohabitation? First of all, welcome to Eric Uncut and Unfiltered. So let's get into what we are doing today. I recently posted a research work that I did on cohabitation and its effects on relationships long term, and even if you successfully cohabit and marry, what's the effect it will have on your marriage and your relationship in the long term. And from that research that we did, thoroughly done research work, we found out that there were plenty patterns that suggested cohabitation really is not good for your relationship, especially if it's something that's supposed to work out in the long term. For instance, 80% of relationships that have successfully finished cohabiting, not exactly 80, 78.5 cohabitation broke those relationships. And this is just one figure out of many. This person is now asking, does visiting someone and spending a day count as cohabitation? The first question I would like to ask is, why are you asking this question? Are you asking this question or are you asking it as a Christian who wants to know if this is correct or not? Or are you asking it as somebody who is just interested in knowing what is best for your relationship? If you're asking this as a Christian, the very first question you have to ask yourself is, why? Why am I asking if visiting and spending the night over, is it wrong or is it right? Is it cohabitation? What happened to your house? Are you now bored of your house that you're now looking for where to spend night? That's the first question. Second question would be, why did you choose this particular person? Let's assume you don't have a house, you are looking for where to sleep. Why did you choose this particular person to spend the night in their house? Then your motive will start to manifest. I don't know whether you're understanding what I'm saying. Because if we take cohabitation as it is, there is nothing fundamentally wrong with it. But the things that come out of it, the things that it used to lead to, that's why we used to remove a hand from it. First of all, as believers, we don't cohabit. The study that I did, as vast and as insightful as it is not for the benefits of Christians, because Christians, we don't used to cohabit. The reason we don't do that is because scriptures teach us to flee from every appearance of sin. It's not sin, gongo. How is it sin that I go to somebody's house? I'm just, we're not doing anything, we're just sleeping. There's nothing fundamentally sinful about that. But putting yourself in these situations, the things that it can lead to, Bible encourages us, don't even get involved. If it starts to look like it, carry your stay pass and run. The people who stayed, according to the research that we did, 90%, over 90, was 90 point something. 90% of people who cohabit they are into sweating activities. They are sleeping with each other. This is why we run away. So, if you are asking as a Christian, my question is, why? What is your motive for doing that? That is number one. Because if we start talking about activity, don't do this, it starts to take the form of ritual, tradition. It becomes, culture without spirit. Let us identify the heart that is powering the thoughts, and then we can be able to answer for ourselves even before we ask if this is right or wrong. The second thing that is fundamentally wrong with this is, many times, as a believer or as something that resembles believer, we are trying to find out where the line exists between right and wrong. Let's see how close we can dance to the danger line. As long as we don't cross it, we are okay. Let's know how far we can dance around trouble. We will not cross, so we don't have intention to cross over. But can we flirt with nonsense? Where is the line? Just show me where the line is. Let me know when I cross it. That's a very dangerous stance to take. If your position is the position of somebody who is in love with Jesus, anything with you breaking heart, you go dey run from her. And this is as true as it gets. Somebody will ask another question and be like, okay, is kissing a sin? That is not the major problem. The major problem is, why are you asking? You are asking so that you can know, how far can I go before it becomes trouble? It's the appearance that we run from, not the thing go. Are you getting me? Because that kind of thing, if the thing grab you, it is hard to come out from. 6 years, 7 years down the line, person no go hear word for office. Na so email, na so sessions. Please help me. I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with that. How can I come out of this? Now, why didn't tell you make you free from the start? So, to answer questions like this, is kissing a sin? We both know that anything you start to indulge yourself in, you will experience diminishing return. A point will come when that one no go do you. You go one, grab some other things. Then you send another email. Is touching a sin? Is this one wrong? Before you know what's happening, you are asking, is pregnancy wrong? I have removed the child. I'm feeling guilty. Free. So to the person who asked this question, there is nothing wrong in going over to sleep in somebody's house. But why are you doing it? Over 70% of people who cohabit did not cohabit with any intention of, they didn't cohabit intentionally. Let us find out things that are compatible. No. Over 70% of people who cohabit, I believe so. Is it 70 or 45%? I'm not sure. But leading by a long margin. That's the number one reason people cohabit is let us spend more time with each other. Our body is sweeting us. We want to. And at the end of the day, it's always unpleasantness that comes out of it. So I would say, examine your intentions, examine your motives. And when you do, you will find the truth without even anybody telling you what it is. I don't know whether you're understanding what I'm saying. Don't mention no. You know we don't do that here.